Okay, so today we are going to be talking about escaping Lower Norfair and movement to G4. And then depending on how long that takes, we may also do Turian. I'm not 100% sure on that. Could be all one video, could be two separate videos. Could do it all tonight, could do part of it tonight, part of it tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, the reason we're standing here is the most important thing. So Ridley is dead here. Most important thing to keep in mind here is you're generally going to have 0 power bombs during the fight, and when we leave Ridley, in order to escape from Lower Norfair, we need at least 1 power bomb, and that's a minimum. You really want at least 3, but you can do like slower strats on your way out if you have less than 3. You can farm for power bombs in the room immediately after this one, if you do happen to get like health bombed by Ridley or something. But ideally, he's gonna drop. He's gonna drop drops here. You want to pick him up, and then you want to make a note of how many power bombs you have on your way out. So at least 3 is what we want. 4 is great. Also keep in mind you want as close to full on supers as you can get. So 10 here is ideal. 9 or 8 is good. 7 is less good. Anything less than 7 I would call bad. So collect the drops. Do a space jump, wall jump, jump up, shoot the door, and run out. And like I said, make note of how many power bombs you have. So here we only got 2. So we would have to do some different slower strats if we only have 2. And I'll try to remember to talk about those on our way out. All right. So that'll work. Okay. So ideally you have at least 3 power bombs, and assuming that's the case, you want to jump up onto this little platform here. Turn the music on. You want to jump up onto this little platform here and get as much of a running start as you can, and then do space jumps through the room and open this door with a missile, and then deboost off the viola and run through the door. The reason that we're opening the door with a missile here is because it causes less lag. I didn't actually make note of that, so how many lag frames is this? 5 lag frames versus... What? Game, don't do this to me. It does. The missile causes less lag. Just believe me here, alright? See, that one did 8 frames of lag. Gosh, game. Trying to make a fool out of me here. See, and that was 3. So, missiles are good for that door. Use a missile on this door, okay? Don't do that, that's bad. If you happen to have 0 power bombs here, dude, Samus, what are you freaking doing? If you happen to have 0 power bombs here, you can farm this guy. And that guy. It is a little slower. There was a better strat than this, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, unfortunately. That's not too bad. That's a little worse than this one, though. Anyway, so you can farm power bombs on the way out. Just keep that in mind. But generally, we want to avoid having to do that. We want to deboost on our way out of the room. with iframes. All right, in this room, you want to jump down into the acid. You want to select power bombs. You want to hold angle up. I do that on the D-pad. You want to shoot. It's basically the reverse of the way that we did the room coming in. So you want to shoot angle up. Once you're past this thing here, and if you have enough run speed, that will open the door for you. And then you want to do kind of a low space jump and a second space jump over the gap and get out of the room like that. You don't want to jump too high or you'll bonk like that. And PRKD gets a blue suit here, which you could technically do, I guess, if you really wanted to, but it causes more lag. It's quite a bit slower through this room too. So, recommendation here, just full run speed, angle up shot, jump, space jump, and out we go. All right, in this next room, you want your space jump to be low enough that you make that pirate kick, because it actually reduces lag leaving the room. So that was a 48 frame door transition. It reduces door lag, interestingly. So that's a 47 frame door transition, even though the door was perfectly centered. And the reason for that is because if the pirate is doing this flipping thing, it makes that noise, and the game has to clear the sound before it can move the door. So it's 47 again. 47. Now, if we jump high here, what's going to happen is both of the pirates are going to do their flippy thing, and it causes more lag in the door. So see how that's a 73 frame door transition? And it's because both of the pirates are doing their flippy thing. You can actually see the delay there. So you want to do a low space jump here to make this guy kick. And that makes it so he doesn't do the flippy thing and only his friend does the flippy thing. If that makes sense. That's it for this room. Movement's pretty self-explanatory. Do a low space jump, do another space jump, shoot on your way up, and then I aim down through the door. I aim down because it makes it more likely that you'll get through without blocking the door, because your hitbox is smaller. But it's okay if you bonk, just run through. All right, in this room, again, you want power bombs selected. You want to lay a power bomb up here next to the ceiling in this little gap right here. What that will do is it will break this block for you and the bottom two blocks under this statue. So you can jump up, you can clip through this, jump up there like that. The easiest way to get in position for that power bomb, I like to hold dash and do a jump that kind of bonks up against this right here. Do that, and then I do a wall jump off of the next one up, and a wall jump morph. So not a late morph, but a wall jump morph like that, and then that will ball Samus up into this space here, and she'll kind of bonk the ceiling. That's when you want to lay the power bomb, once it gets up high like that. If you do happen to miss, that's okay. Just jump up and lay a power bomb up here, and you can jump out here. Now, these guys are really rude. They do 40 damage every time they hit you. So try not to take too much damage off of them. But ideally what you want to do is this, except you want to get a speedball there. You don't want to mess up like me. You want to get a speedball and go out through the tunnel. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about other backups other... Gosh dang it. Other strats. Okay, so I messed up there, so we can just lay a powerbomb here. And then just go. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I got the back up there. That's nice. Okay. Gosh darn it, dude. Why am I messing that up so much? Oh, no, that's bad. Okay, so to clip through this platform, what you gotta do is you gotta do a spin jump up into this gap, and then before Samus lands, you need to press an angle. So either angle up or angle down. Either one works. See how her foot is kind of clipped into the floor there, and there's a gap up above her head between her head and the statue. That's how you know she's in the right spot here. If there's no gap up above her head and her foot is not clipped into the floor, you're not going to be able to jump up through. Also, save state here. You will not be able to jump up through if you're holding forward, or it will let you for some reason. Could have sworn that wouldn't work. You can't do it if you're still holding angle. I know that. So if you're still holding angle, it won't let you do it. Like that. Oh, that's what it is. Unless you're holding angle and forward, because notice that when I'm holding angle and forward, I'm still holding L here for angle down, but she's not in the angle down pose. So that's a quick and easy way to get up. But in this situation, we actually want to be turning to face left, because we want to deboost to the right. So you jump up here, turn, jump and deboost. And you want to deboost so that it stops and you land kind of in between these two pillars in the background. And then from here, this isn't going to work because of the guy on the right, but from here, you would normally still have iframes, and you want to do either a 2-tap or a 3-tap short charge. 1, 2, 3. And then into a speedball through the hole, through the morph ball tunnel there. So turn. Turn, come on. Turn, deboost. I messed up there. So you can either wait to get iframes from one of these guys, or you can just go. Turn, deboost, 1, 2, speedball. Then you want to aim up, shoot the door, jump, ball, hold right just a little bit, and ball up through the door like this. That's actually very important that you do that. And I'll explain why in the next room. So I do a 2-tap there. You can do a 3-tap. The important thing is that you start walking immediately and from far enough to the right, because otherwise you will run out of iframes and get bonked. So that was a 3-tap and it was fine. But if you wait, if you're like, I need to get into position first and make sure that everything's great for my short charge, then you're gonna bonk like that. So this is one of those situations where you have to be just really really aggressive and really proactive with doing the strat. You don't really have time to dilly-dally and make sure that everything is set up perfectly. So if you're having trouble with the short charge, you can always just kill these guys. Okay, and then you can do a short charge. Or you can kill them and then just go and bomb. Or you can do the deboost and just not worry about the short charge. Like this. And just go. Short charge does save quite a bit of time here. The speedball does. So that's a 1538. I want to say speedball is like a 12. Yeah, 12, 13. So 3.5 seconds difference there. So it's a good strat for sure if you can figure out how to pick it up. You can also iframe, you can shoot through these guys, and so that is one last alternative here. But the thing is, I've always been really bad at it. So you can do like a 1-2 shoot short charge speedball thing. But I'm not going to spend a bunch of time trying to show it. Oh yeah, this guy on the left can sometimes just hang out over to the left for a long freaking time. In this category, honestly, I would recommend waiting until he's in position so you can do the deboost. In Hundo, you have screw attack, so when I was doing that, I recommended, you know, if he's over to the left and he's taking too long, just go. But in this, it's actually the iframes are pretty important here. We need to be watching our energy here. Key hunters do 50 damage, and so you want to be able to tank at least one hit from a key hunter without dying if possible. Preferably, you want to be able to tank at least 2. But I would say a bare minimum of 1, and the reason I would say that is actually because of this next room. So let's go through this next room, and I will explain why. All right. So let's say we have 2 power bombs here, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a power bomb right here, and I'll explain the visual cue for that. And we're gonna come up, we're gonna go, and we're gonna navigate through these key hunters. Okay? Yay! That was fun. But let's say that we don't have an extra power bomb. What if we only have 1 power bomb here? We actually want to save the power bomb. So we'll want to bomb these blocks out instead. And the thing about that is these key hunters can sometimes be in bad positions. So that was perfect. The way that they were right there. That was perfect. And that was the PRKD strat. But it's also a little slower than just going specifically like with space jump and everything. The thing about that is that a lot of the time, one or both of these guys are going to be in the way. And if you don't do the PRKD strat manip correctly, then something like that can happen. Okay? So again, we want to be able to take at least 1 hit from a key hunter here. Otherwise, we're going to have to go really slowly and kill the key hunters, which you can do. In this category, the really nice thing is that we have plasma beam. So if this guy's like in our way, you can kill him, okay? And then you can go, and then, okay, these guys are in our way, we can kill them too. And then you can go. The thing is, that takes a long time. That was almost 10 seconds of just stopping, charging, and shooting beams. So if at all possible, we want to avoid having to do that. So let's talk about the power bomb here, and then we'll talk about the other method. So you want to lay a power bomb when the door leaving the right side of the screen is about halfway. Okay? That will break all 3 of these blocks here. You also want to shoot and morph as this bomb is exploding. Otherwise, what's going to happen is it's going to bounce you up, and that's going to mess up the room. I guess I should explain this. The key hunters are moving off screen right now. They are moving around the room in their respective positions. And the way that they're moving is related to where Samus is in relation to where they are. And so any movement that you do in this room is going to affect their position on screen when you get up here. So even the smallest thing like a bomb bouncing you, again, is going to affect things here. See how he was in the way there? And then these guys are in the way here. Okay. So you want to shoot and morph as the bomb is blowing up. Then select power bombs and use your power bomb right around the middle of the door, leaving the right side of the screen. Hooray! And then lay a bomb, bounce up. From there, you want to jump up, do a space jump. You can run under this guy, ledge grab, jump past this guy, shoot through that guy. Do an up grab on this platform, shoot up, and then you jump up and do a down grab up here, and then you want to jump through this door. So I'll show that a couple more times, and I will clarify one more thing actually. Oops, that wrong. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted right now. Actually, hang on guys, sorry, one sec. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so. Lay a power bomb, lay a bomb, jump, space jump, run under the guy. Okay, you want to ledge grab, but kind of loosely here. And the reason for that is that if we run forward and do a jump at the right time, we can kind of speedy jump up through this gap. It's very specific. Gotta love the lag, dude. It's very specific, but it's very fast. If you can jump up like this, as opposed to bonking and then having to jump up, or bonking like that. If you can jump through this gap right here without bonking either this or this, and you can get straight up, that's actually, it saves like 30 or 40 frames. Like, it's pretty crazy. So, jump, space jump, run under the guy, ledge grab, do kind of a loose ledge grab. That guy was in our way! Are you kidding me? Why was he in our way? Shoot through that guy, shoot up, jump through the door. One more time. See, so I bonked there, so we're losing a little time. It's okay. Jump through the door. All right. So if you don't have power bombs, you want to lay a bomb against this block, and then as soon as you touch this block, you want to lay a bomb against it and then roll back so that Samus is mostly hidden behind this. And then just before the bomb explodes, you want to roll back to the left and lay another bomb and then do the same thing. And then lay 2 more bombs right there. Then what you want to do is you want to jump up and ledge grab here, run off to the left and hold jump as Samus runs off. Notice I'm holding jump. I did that while she was falling. And then you can just press right to do a buffer jump up onto this. And if you do that correctly, you'll be able to run under the key hunter that's usually flying around right here. And then the other 2 key hunters will be in a great position on either side of this. So that you can just jump up through. That did not go according to plan. Why are you guys making me look dumb? Stop making me look dumb. What are you doing, dude? Like that, okay? And it does work, I promise. It's pretty consistent. It's not gonna work again, it's gonna make me look dumb. But that's the idea. Maybe you want to be fully hidden there. Maybe that's what I was doing wrong before. Alright, that guy's in our way. Whatever. Something in my nose. So that's what you do if you don't have any power bombs. And it's still pretty fast, honestly. The thing about the power bomb is it causes a lot of lag. Otherwise, it would be way faster. But if you remember, I got a 1518 with the power bomb, and that was a 1532. So you're really only losing a little bit of time by bombing out the blocks. Probably, optimally, I'd say it's probably a 30 to 40 frame difference, where it should be like more than 3 seconds. But lag. Alright, enough about this room. I guess one last thing is, for this one, what a lot of people will do is they'll stop and turn and then jump up, as opposed to running and jumping and then turning. That makes it quite a bit easier to handle this back and forth right here. You jerk face. So we jump through the door. You want to hold a charge shot here. These ledge grabs are really hard to do. But basically it just takes practice to go back and forth like that. So you want to ledge grab here, ledge grab here, ledge grab here, jump over the boulder and wall jump off of this guy right here. The reason that we're doing that is because we need the charge. So if we try and do a ledge grab, we're gonna end up losing our pseudo screw right there, and then we don't have a pseudo screw to use on this boulder right here. So we're holding a charge so that we have a pseudo screw so that we can jump through that boulder, destroy it without taking damage. Like that. Okay. Alright, and then, so I ledge grab here, I run forward, I arm pump twice, and then I release dash as I'm passing through this thing, this wall. I release dash as I'm passing through the wall, I shoot, and then I repress dash and angle down as I run through the door. It is much easier to do this strat with plasma beam than it is with just wave beam, because plasma beam has a longer hitbox, so it's more likely to hit the door before despawning. But I still shot too early there. This room kind of sucks. This door here, there's a slope. There's a slope that you're gonna fall off if you have the wrong amount of run speed. Like that. And it's really freaking annoying. Because of that, you don't want to bonk this door. If you bonk this door and then run through, you're gonna fall off every single time, okay? So if it's faster for you, like if you're struggling to get this door open, open the door, run back here, and then run through like this. Okay? Try not to worry about it too much. Just try to make sure that you don't bonk the door. Okay. I feel like I'm just blasting through these rooms and not doing a very good job explaining them. I'm trying my best. Okay, so we're holding dash and angle down. You want to shoot not as you come out the door like that, because that will happen just a little bit later after you come out of the door. You want to do an angle down shot and then jump, space jump up here, and then one more jump right here. And you want to, again, kind of a, not a super tight, you want kind of a loose ledge grab further into the platform right here. And you want to jump through the door with not full run speed. But kind of like that. And the reason we don't want full run speed is just for consistency here. It is technically faster to get a really clean ledge grab and more run speed, but it makes the next room way harder. Okay. You jump through the door? I mean, you can do that, but it's probably just as slow or slower than falling off, than just running through and falling off. All right. 3 Musketeers. So, we jumped through the door so that we can space jump up and down through these pillars. Okay. If you can, getting a mock ball there is really awesome, but unfortunately, it puts the 3 Musketeers in kind of a bad position. So what a lot of people do, honestly, instead, is even if you get the optimal setup for a mock ball, just drop it and then roll through. Because what that does is it manips these key hunters in such a way that they're really easy to get past. If you want to be super safe, you can charge shot these guys. And if you do it correctly, you can actually kill all 3 of them with just, what is it? 2 charge shots? That almost worked. And yeah, like if you get the mock ball and you charge shot kill these guys, it's only a little slower than dodging them. And a big part of that is lag, because killing them reduces lag from your shots up at the top of the room. See, there we go. All 3 of them died in 2 shots. Pretty cool, huh? I am not going to pretend to know exactly how that works. I did learn it at one point, thinking that I might main it, but then I decided against it. Because this strat is slightly faster optimally. Oops. Remember when I said you want to be able to tank at least 1 hit, but preferably 2? So this room is why. Because sometimes the key hunters are just going to be in bad spots. Okay. If that key hunter is in that spot like that, do not hold forward. Okay? Because if you hold forward, it's going to bonk you back down like that. So what you should do instead is release the D-pad so that Samus kind of bonks up, and then after she bonks, then press forward. Let's kill this guy. Okay. So if he's like in the hole right there, really you just want to kill him, honestly. But if he's kind of up like that, like I said, just kind of release the D-pad. You'll bonk up and to the left, and then you can push forward. Or you can do a D-boost. If I can freaking time it correctly. Get over here. Like that. But ideally, we want him to fly over to the right like that, so that he's out of our way. Oh, this is something good that I should show. So there's these blocks up at the top, right here. If you shoot in just the wrong way, that was the opposite of what I was trying to do there. You can break the top and the bottom blocks, but not the middle, and it will look like you can jump up through, but you actually can't. So you want to make sure when you shoot these blocks that you're directly under them, or at least not like right here, kind of a thing. Because again, being deceived, thinking that you can jump up through and then bonking and falling back down and getting killed by the key hunter is a terrible feeling. So I broke all three there. I don't know if this is an issue with plasma beam, actually. It might just be a wave beam thing. Here, how about if you just die? Okay, just die. I'm trying to do a tutorial here. You're getting in my way. Oh my gosh. Okay. Save state. No. 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 Dude, really? Dude, really? Whoa. Yeah, this might be just a wave beam thing that happens. In which case, you don't need to worry about it, I guess. For KPDR. But I swear it's happened to me in KPDR at least once. I swear it has. Just gonna see if I can... So see how deceiving that is? Like, it looks so similar to the background. Looks like you should be able to jump up through, but you can't. So, but I guess maybe don't worry about that for KPDR. Maybe don't. Okay. So that, I think that covers it for this room. Trying to think if I can explain the movement for the Three Musketeers any better. I guess I can break it down. Break it down. This is definitely this is a room that kills even top players. Killed me in a race like a week ago. All right, so you want to do kind of a straight jump up here, and then you want to ledge grab the next. Actually, no, in KPDR you want to ledge grab here. Then you want to ledge grab the next one too, and wait just briefly, and then do a jump aim down over this first guy. He'll swoop at you, and you jump and aim down over him. The reason that we pause briefly is both because it kind of manips him to swoop And also it makes it so that this guy generally is facing left and flying left again, which we want, so that we have more space to run and shoot through him. And then the last thing is that, again, assuming that you had the right speed and kind of maneuver Samus correctly through the rest of the room, that top guy will swoop over to the right and get completely out of the way as well. Then, this is something that I just picked up recently, and it's just a little faster than what I was doing previously, is shooting while we're going up here to open the door preemptively, like that, and then doing an upward shot here to break those blocks, and then just running through the door. The older strat involved opening the door at the very top, which actually caused a little more lag, because you had two beams on screen at once. Hey, Armguard, thank you for the raid. So yeah, I like to open the door from the bottom like that, and then run through this door. Okay, this room. Ideally in this room, you want to get through it fast enough that you can do what's called a ball boost. That was just barely good enough for the ball boost. Okay. In order to do that, you need to basically not mess up any of the movement on the way to the ball boost. So the first thing you want to do is jump and aim down to land on the ledge right here, and then quickly ledge grab, run over, and do 3 quick drops through these crumble blocks. You want to do them so that you're on the right side. You have more run speed as you run, jump. You want to bonk the ceiling with this jump. You don't want to aim down first, like this. You want to bonk the ceiling and spin, bonk, and then morph, and lay your 2 bombs on your way down next to the 2 blocks, which will then break. While you're waiting for the second bomb to blow up, just run to the right just a little bit like this. And then as it blows up, you want to run through and do basically the same thing again. And then one more time. So you do basically the same thing again, and then one more time, run as it's blowing up, jump. You want to jump kind of late here, but you don't want to bonk this. That's really bad if you bonk that. You want to jump kind of late, do a mock ball right here, mock ball through the tunnel, and as you're coming out, the orb will be in the right spot for you to boost off of it. Now, if you happen to go a little bit too slow, you can freeze it like that with Plasma Beam. You can't do that in PRKD, but you can in this with Plasma Beam, and then run through the door. So it's not too bad if you miss the ball boost. Just keep that in mind. You do have that as a backup. There is a musical cue to know, depending on how far the music has progressed, you can know whether or not you have gone fast enough for the ball boost. Unfortunately, there's no good way for me to relay that with the practice ROM, since the music is just constantly playing. So I think Zos talks about it in one of his old tutorials. Anyway, so you boost, you unmorph, you open the door, and then you run through the door, okay? Powerbomb is slower because it generates so much lag and you can't ball boost. Also, you probably won't have an extra powerbomb here, if I'm being honest. You might, but you probably won't. But, So you have to fall all the way down, then go. It generates a ton of lag. So yeah, that's a 1329 with 93 frames of lag. I missed the ball boost, and it was still faster with a 1253. With 3 frames of lag. Alright? So yeah, don't use a powerbomb here. Should've known that wasn't gonna work. Move along, Zenny. There's nothing else to explain in this room. It's time to talk about Bubble Mountain. Everybody loves Bubble Mountain. Okay. Bubble Mountain. Jump. Kill the cat. Missile the 2 waivers. Lay a power bomb down next to the floor. Morph, unmorph, down back, shoot the door and run through. Easy, dude. That's all there is to it. Just do that, okay? Easy. On a more serious note, I like to shoot down here. You don't have to do that. But basically the reason I do that is so that I'm breaking spin, and then I can kill the cack with 2 angle up shots quickly. If you shoot straight, what's going to happen is you're going to freeze this guy. So he's not in the right spot for you to kill him on the way down. It won't always happen, but it will happen sometimes. So you could also just jump, release forward, and then use an angle. That's just more awkward, in my opinion. But different people, I mean, maybe that's not as awkward for you. But if you hold forward and you press an angle, Samus is going to stay in spin. So that's why I like to aim down. And then after you kill the cat, you want to land right here, do a short dash and short hop over the ledge like that. Collect the health drop, well, whatever drop it is. Select a missile. Just kind of eyeball where you need to missile that first waiver. And then for this second waiver, these bubbles, there are these bubbles in the background that look kind of like Tetris pieces. On your way down, you want to fire another missile so that it's lined up with this part of the background right here, where it has the two bubbles on top, and then on the left side 2 more bubbles going down. That's where I look to fire my missile, okay? And that's what works for me. Maybe you'll find something else that works for you, but that's what works for me. Then, like I said, switch to power bombs. Lay your power bomb on the floor like this. You can just fall, collect the drop, and then go through like that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But optimally, like I said, you want to jump, morph, unmorph, and down back. Unmorph after you pass this right here. Down back. Around the ledge, shoot your door on the way down and run through. Okay. Run, jump across the gap, run. Not gonna talk about that anymore. Arm pump. This room is exactly the same as it was when we went through it on our way to wreck ship. So shoot a beam underneath this part of the ceiling. Hold that beam, hold that shot so it turns into a charged shot. Jump through the door. Hold angle down and down. As long as you jumped high enough through the door, you will get under the save station, and Samus will automatically release a shot that opens this door. So, like this. Then you land here, and you can just hold dash and do a speedy jump up through the door. So again, just hold a shot here, jump through the door, and then hold angle down and down on the D-pad. And Samus will clear the save station and make it all the way across the gap. Super, super good strat. A real cutie came up with it. I want to say like 6 months to a year ago. In this room, you want to ledge grab here, then ledge grab here, then ledge grab here, then dash forward until just before you hit the Nova, then jump, and if you do it correctly, you'll get a speedy jump up to the last platform before the elevator, like that, and then up on the elevator and up we go. If you miss the speedy jump, just do a wall jump, like that. Because a wall jump is going to be faster than space jumping. Okay, we'll do a wall jump instead. Oh no, we messed up. Wall jump. And that's it for this room. See, I did the wrong thing there. I space jumped and I should have wall jumped. Anyway. Hey Sephi, how's it going? Thanks. Alright, in this room, hold, shoot, and left and dash, bonk the door, then hold dash and left, release shoot, and that will have Samus automatically release a shot to open the next door. And then jump just after this weed. So just after you pass that weed, jump. And then in this room, space jump up, fire a beam on your way up, and then down grab onto this platform, and do a wall jump off the left side of the wall, through the door, like this. And then you can either do the same strat here that we did before, with 2 wall jumps, or you can do a space jump and then a wall jump, which is just very slightly faster. Okay. And then again, you want to jump like on the weed-ish, right around here. And the reason we're doing that is because we have space jump now, and it's easier and just as fast as doing the frame perfect jump into the room. Jump. Again, we do a space jump, up shot, ledge grab if you want. You could also just up grab like this, go. It's a little slower, not a big deal. And then do 2 wall jumps. And then a space jump up through the door. And then in this room, we're doing 3 wall jumps. 1, 2, 3. Ledge grab here. Run forward just slightly and then jump. That will get us a speedy jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to do 4 space jumps. Gosh dang it, Samus, what are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4 space jumps, and then again, you can fire up and down grab this platform if you want, or you can just land on the platform, shoot the door, and then jump through. Dude. It's driving me nuts. Samus keeps on spinning. Okay. 4. Also, try to make sure that this door is as centered as possible. This door is notorious for being very badly positioned. So that was a 73 frame door transition because it had to move so much. So you kind of want to go right and left and whatever, so that you're keeping the door roughly centered. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then do a space jump at the water line here. And a wall jump up here. Then you want to jump and morph and roll through this hidden passageway. If you need to farm the bugs here, hopefully you have a power bomb. There's this ledge, this wall right here. This part of the wall, of the ground, whatever, that is leaving the right side of the screen. That's when you want to lay the power bomb, and it will blow up the bugs. So you want to just bonk on them so that they bounce you across the gap like that, and then just sit there and wait. Collect their drops and go. If you're not collecting drops, you want to unmorph just as you come off of this ledge here. Shoot and then run forward and aim down so that you, again, skip the gap and then run through the door with a super missile selected, aiming angled up like this. All right. Fire a super just as you come out of this door, angled up, and you'll hit the switch. If you delay too much, you're gonna miss the switch. I don't know if you can shoot too early. I don't think you can, other than just shooting so early that no super comes out at all. Okay? But you need to make sure that you're moving forward. If you stop and then fire an angle up shot, then you'll miss like that. So keep moving forward. Open the gate. Stop briefly. I like to run back to the right just a little bit. And then run left, do a mock ball through the tunnel. Unmorph as you come out of the tunnel, and then do a wall jump here, ledge grab the elevator, and go up. Shoot the door before jumping up here, and then just do a dash jump through the door. A speedy jump. Ledge grab, up grab, shoot up, down grab, ledge grab, ledge grab. Shoot once as you're coming over this mound, a straight horizontal shot, and then again, an angle up shot. And that will kill the key hunter and open the door for you. Okay. Not too hard. Arm pump through that room. Do not arm pump coming out of this door, because if you do, you might lose blue on this slope right here, which would be really bad. I already did it once, but I loaded. There we go. That's really bad. So do not arm pump coming out of the door. You can arm pump right here if you want. Shoot once you're passing this grass right here. That's when you want to shoot your beam. That will open the door for you. And then in this room, you just want to space jump through. And what I recommend is releasing dash, shooting twice, and then repressing dash and running through the door. So I hold dash just briefly after landing, and then I release it, shoot twice, and then repress it as we go through the door. Okay? Alright, there's two ways you can do this room. This is what most people will probably do. Not that, that's bad. Not that either, that's also bad. Not that either, that's also bad. Like that, okay? I'm bad at that because I never do that strat anymore. But basically, you want to run forward, you want to jump after the second mushroom, jump, and then release your charge shot after the third mushroom. I'm doing something wrong here, though. Maybe you want to jump later. Okay, that's what it is. In PRKD, you want to jump after the second mushroom, but I guess Plasma Beam kind of changes things a little bit. So you want to jump a little later, kind of before the third mushroom, I guess, and then release your shot. And then time a mock ball through the door. Okay, so that's the older and easier strat here. The newer and faster strat is to arm pump here and here. Okay, do not arm pump after the second mushroom, and also do not arm pump under any mushrooms. That didn't happen that time, but if you arm pump under a mushroom, you might fall. Okay, otherwise, aside from that, you're safe to arm pump down these slopes. After the fourth mushroom, you want to fire a shot and then do a short hop mock ball. If you do it correctly, the door will open. Okay, see that? The door will open and you'll get a speed ball through the door. Okay. You can't really do this in PRKD because Plasma Beam pierces enemies, and that's why it works here. In PRKD, generally what's going to happen is your wave beam's going to get eaten by one of the waivers. Do not do a Shine Spark there, that's bad. This is initially harder than the other strat. That can happen. If you jump too high, you can bonk a frozen waiver. That can happen if you mix up your inputs. But it is quite a bit faster. And I actually find it to be pretty comfy once you get used to it. If you do happen to mess up, just run through the door. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. I like to hold angle down here and press jump to unmorph in between these two mushroom things here. Then I turn back to the right and jump and aim down, holding dash this entire time. Just jump and aim down plasma shots to reach the pirates, and then switch to supers at the end. Do an angle down shot on the door as you're coming down. You want to make sure that you don't unspin here and then fire, because then you might fire a super missile straight down, and that feels really bad. Like that could have been really bad. So try not to unspin. All right, and into the door we go. Arm pump, arm pump, arm pump until you pass the third light. That's when you want to shoot, and then jump through the door. Okay. All right. D4. Sit here for approximately 45 seconds while you contemplate how the run went, kind of reflect on everything, reflect on the state of the game, state of your life, state of Samus glowing red in heated rooms. We just found out yesterday. I don't think I put that in the tutorial. But yeah, I found out that Samus actually glows red in rooms that you take heat damage in, which is really interesting and yet another awesome attention to detail. Watch the stones as they come out of the statues and splash in the water. That's another cool attention to detail. After the statues go down through the water, these blocks are going to start to break. You want to charge a shot and do a moonfall. I time it just after the third block breaks, which you can't actually see, so you have to kind of guess at it. 1, 2, 3, and then go down. Now this moonfall literally just saves like frames, okay? So if you're having trouble with it, it's okay to just like time a runoff instead, like that. Like that was like 15 frames or something difference, and I did it very sloppily. See, anyway, but yeah, the moonfall, if you do it correctly, can save a few frames, and then you just want to ledge grab and go down the elevator, and that brings us to Turian, and this video is 1 hour and 6 minutes in. So, keeping in the trend of the rest of the videos in this category, and most of them being around an hour, we're gonna call it there for this section of the tutorial, and I will finish tomorrow. Yeah, I appreciate you guys again watching this part of the tutorial. I hope it was more useful than I feel like it was when I was making it. And yeah, I'm excited. We're almost done. Almost done with the KPDR tutorials. It's nice. So, I'm gonna end the video here, and we'll see you guys next time.